What's going on, survivors? 36-year-old chainsaw. I don't know when the last time it's ran, probably 10 years at least. A good dude gave it to me. So let's see if we can get this thing fired up. What we have here is a Steel 028 AV Super. Electronic quick stop chainsaw. It is a good saw from what I know about it. I've seen these as a kid, and I can tell it was made in 1985 because it says right down there 1985 down on this bottom sticker on this foot plate. And so just upon a quick visual inspection, chain brake works, chain spins freely, and then when you first look at these Stihl chainsaws, you do the black check. With Husqvarna chainsaws, you do a gray check. So everything that's black on a Stihl, you want to check. This handlebar, nothing broken right there. Chain brake already works. The rewind or pull start, it works. The motor turns over, that's good. We have compression. You have this black knob right here for your air filter. Check your air filter. Make sure that your trigger works. So your safety is locking that. When that is depressed, that allows the trigger to move. Make sure that your switch works. So to get the choke on, you hold the gas in and press this all the way down. This doesn't seem to be working right. It's pushing out on this air filter, so that could be a problem. So that's part of your black check. That's not working quite right. Check your gas and oil. Gas on one side here. Zero gas in there, that's good. The fuel filter looks okay. I don't smell any bad, nasty gas. We may pull that out and just check the fuel filter. Replace that for sure. And then the oil. Let's remove the oil, see if there's any oil in there. Hardly any oil. And that's okay. So quick visual inspection, everything is looking good so far. We got our spark plug boot. We can take that off. Look at that for fun. Look at our spark plug. Oh, nice! Nice. So it's nice and light brown. So it's not all dark black. It's not just black and sooty. So if it's black and sooty, it's getting too much fuel. It's getting fouled out. So this looks perfect right here. Perfect heat range setting. If it was white, that means it was ran too lean. Possibly for too long. So too lean, being starved for fuel, and not enough oil could be causing some problems in there. Inside on the top of the piston, carbon, just a little bit on top, normal. You see a little bit of pitting, just very slight on the inside. The first thing that you want to do before you tear apart any small engine, whether that be a chainsaw or lawnmower, weed eater, is check the piston and what the condition is. So we got T27 Torx bit. And so you pull the muffler off the end, and then you can look to see if there's any scoring or anything that's wrong with the piston. You look and inspect as much of the piston as you can. A lot of times you'll see scoring on this side, on the exhaust side of the piston, whether that from running it too lean, meaning they didn't mix the gas. And so if that's the case, most of the time you don't have enough compression, or it's not going to run right for you on this 2-cycle motor. So most of the time, if it's a cheap saw, you just want to scrap it and then get another one. But if it's a nice one and the piston is bad and the cylinder is bad, you can change out the piston and the head here. You also want to check on the inside if this screen is a spark arrestor. If this is clogged, your motor's not going to be running right. A lot of times that fills up with carbon. So always check that too. This piston looked great. Absolutely perfect for being how old it is. Now we can go on to the next step. So to check for spark, instead of trying to see inside there while holding your spark plug on the steel, on the head there, put an alligator clip, good contact with the head, and then jump that with the wire basically to your spark plug. So turn it on. So let's see if the switch even works. I shouldn't probably get no spark at this point. No spark. You can hold on to the boot and touch contact with the cylinder head and you're not going to get shocked. But if you touch a spark plug, if you touch the metal, you're going to get shocked bad. It's going to hurt. So 0 spark there. Let's first address this switch, see if there's anything that we can clean inside there, and go from there. Let's clean some of this dust off. Be careful not to put your compressed air straight into the carburetor. Get it off to the side. It's a good idea to put the choke all the way on, so then it closes that butterfly valve inside there to help keep some debris out. So let's just get some of the major dust off. Let's just make sure that, let's try every position. Oh, baby! Woo! We're getting spark. That's a good sign. And we don't have to change out the coil or anything like that inside there. So try all your options first before you start taking everything apart. This spring down inside here should be in. So I need to fix this part so until I get free operation of this switch right here. I'm just gonna bend it until something works. This part broke on me. I bent it one too many times, so I need to order that part. But I'm gonna finagle this and get it just right and see if we can get this running while we wait for this part to come in. So I have the part that I broke bent up, and it's actually okay. It's a little bit better now. So let's put this air filter on and then fire it up. All right, let's see it. Choke back on. Chain brake on. Maybe it's flooded, I don't know. Want to make sure we're not grounding out our janky kill switch. So it's just running on choke right now. Full choke and half choke. That could mean that there's a blockage in the carburetor pulling fuel more through another jet. So I'm going to keep trying it. See what happens. But we may need to pull the carburetor off and clean it. Nice. Little sluggish on the low speed as it's trying to get up. But you want to fully warm up the engine before you start adjusting on the carburetor. But that's a good sign. Let's make sure our carburetor adjustment screws are correct. 1 1/4. That's what it says on the side right here. 1 1/4. So you lightly seat it clockwise, then turn it out half, 1 1/4. High speed is correct. Ooh, low speed was only out maybe half a turn. That could be our issue the whole time. So lightly seated, 1 1/4. Turn up the idle slightly. Nice! That's better. Hey, it was a lot of fun working on this thing. Little challenges here and there, but rewarding nonetheless. We're going to replace a few things. Replace this switch, that spring inside there, air filter, fuel line, and that should be pretty good. Maybe we'll put a new spark plug in just for kicks. But all in all, I might adjust the carburetor a little bit more, but that's for another time. Thanks for watching. Survival Schoolhouse, keep surviving.